Welcome to Channel Moments. In this episode, I filmed another session at Sportrock Rio with my friends Eli and Andrew to try some more of their set boulders, since I mostly just tried the climbs from the dyno comp during my last session here. I also ran into my friend Oren, and he joined us for the session. Eli and I also took part in an intense game of ping pong, so we filmed that as well. We were meeting at Movement Timonium to go to Sportrock, so I went to the gym early to do my training before we left. This session, I did straight arm, one arm hangs on a 22mm edge and weighted one arm lock-offs. Before we get to the climbing, I wanted to announce that I'm offering private coaching and training plans. These are movement-based training plans focused on improving technique and execution on the wall, while also including some exercises for maintenance and injury prevention. If you're interested in training with me, send me a message on Instagram. Since I already warmed up, I got right onto the boulders when we got to Sportrock. Since many of the boulders on their steep wall in the gym were pretty long, I made sure to get on some longer boulders during my warm-up so I wouldn't get flash pumped. Like I mentioned in my last video, climbing in new gyms is a great opportunity to climb on holds you have little experience with, so I made sure to get a lot of volume in during this session. After doing a few boulders, Eli tried the climbs from the dyno comp. He managed to flash all of them except for the hardest one, which was a funky lache. He was actually super close on his flash attempt and managed to stick it after a few more tries. I managed to day flash it, which I was really happy about. This black V10 was the first harder boulder I got on, but all the holds were much better than I expected them to be. All the crimps were quite big and in-cut, and the expression macros were mostly jugs. I was most worried about the crimps in the beginning, so I made sure to figure out beta to keep a lot of weight in my feet with toe hooks and heel hooks. This white V6 to V8 was much more difficult than it looked. The first two holds after the start were way more slopey than I expected. I tried to jump to the second hold, but didn't feel close at all. I tried to match the first macro off a low bike, then work my feet up, but the holds still felt too bad to create tension through my hands and feet. Andrew tried this boulder with me and realized he could just reach out to this jug undercling out left and skip the entire beginning of the climb, and the rest of the holds were pretty juggy as well.
It's so dark.
I still wanted to do this climb using the holds at the start, so I figured out some slightly different beta. After matching the first macro, I got my left foot up, then put a right heel toe cam into the start hold. This kept my body close to the wall, and I could move to the second macro without cutting feet and more control. This black V8 to V10 was the next boulder I tried. Most of the holds were pretty good, and the crux looked like it would be the move to the holds at the end of the steep part of the wall. I wasn't certain what my beta would be through the bottom sequence, but figured out a general plan and went with my instincts while I was on the wall. For the crux, I planned to get my right hand on the finger bucket gaston, but I needed to set my feet and body up in a way to get tension into the hand when I got to the hold. I found a right heel toe cam on a lower hold, which let me do the move pretty controlled. I was pretty tired on the top of this climb, but the holds were in-cut and I took my time to get set up for the last move, which was bigger than I thought it would be. I was psyched to flash both of these red dot climbs in the overhang section. This white V6 to V8 was the last climb I tried in this area of the gym. It looked pretty morpho and cryptic, so I thought it would be good for me to try. On my flash attempt, I used bad beta and got stuck with feet too far away. I figured out a different foot sequence that helped set me up for the rest of the climb. I almost fell on the last couple moves, but tried hard to keep tension through the small feet and got through it. Eli and I decided to take a little break from climbing and play a couple games of ping pong. Eli's dad, Eli and I are keeping a ledger of our ping pong records against each other. What's interesting is that I normally beat Eli normally beats his dad, and Eli's dad and I are a pretty good match for each other. There are many similar principles that lead to success in both climbing and ping pong. You will be equipped with a certain style you prefer to play, and you may not be sure how your opponent will play. Regardless of the circumstances, you have to adapt your play style and be incredibly reactive to unexpected changes. You can prepare for a competition or outdoor project as much as you can, but be blindsided by unanticipated variables. You can't control the humidity or rock temperature when climbing outside, and you have no control over what kinds of boulders will be set for a competition. In my eyes, what separates good climbers from great climbers is the ability to actively learn and make small changes to increase your chances of success. Ultimately, it is most important to try your best, learn, and most of all, have fun. Anyways, enjoy the rest of this match.
Chanimal owns me on ping pong, and that's all I can say.
In the upstairs area called the pool, I really wanted to try this coordination slab. The first move is the crux, and you jump into a no-hands position on volumes. For my flash attempt, I let my body hang away from the wall during my swing, so the direction of my momentum would be towards the wall, and I managed to flash the first move. The rest of the boulder was pretty chill. Eli and Andrew also managed to send this one. There was another funky coordination V6 to V8 with an uncomfortable toe hook start. After I stuck the first move, the next move seemed very strange. It was hard to commit to this blocked crimp, and all the slopers felt bad with how warm it was upstairs. After a few attempts, I managed to figure out the movement and commit. The next boulder we got on was this red V8 to V10. We were a bit confused with the beta though. I thought it was a triple clutch paddle since I got pretty close on my first couple tries, but it wasn't consistent. I tried double clutching straight to the second hold, and that felt much easier. I later found out that the intended beta was to jump to the first two holds as gastones to create tension. I stuck the first move after some effort, but fell swinging my right foot out to that far foot. After a couple more attempts, I managed to send it. Andrew and Oren got really close, and Eli also managed to send a few tries later. Next, I tried this white V8 to V10. Andrew actually sent it really quickly, but I didn't manage to get a video. I fell matching the sloper on my flash attempt since it felt pretty slick, but it felt much stickier after I brushed it. The next couple moves were easier than I expected them to be, but the move to the last sloper was tough. I tried going both right hand and left hand to it, but couldn't stick. I figured out micro beta of sagging away from the wall more before bumping my left hand to the sloper, so my body would be close to the wall when I hit it. After a few tries, I managed to put it together. The last climb we got on was this powerful green V6 to V8, and Andrew and I had back-to-back sends on it. That's the end of this episode, so thank you for watching. We did a lot of climbing during this session, and a lot of the boulders were pretty fun. I'm not sure we'll return for a bit until the gym has some new sets, but I hope you guys enjoyed these episodes at Sportrock. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.